got people who waiting to sell. Blessing that time and the effort I rest. The brothers giving up here, the promise of death. The work of my life without again.
A lyrical healthy Master Clear police who make on you I can't ask you to be venue. Say my journey, Tina can ask say my yamu. And yes I know money. Emu aye yo. And you love amoy. Emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I wanna play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I didn't ya to money. And I said ya to money. And I wanna play ya to money. And I could do ya to money. And I don't get it now ya to money. That's the biggie. And I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah. Oh.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandfather.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking for podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. For the top people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the premise my best. To work with my life without fear. From grandfather Nima to Lofa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Machine, where I'm soldier. Okay. And completion of the parade, we decided to showcase the military equipment showcase here during the Armed Forces Day of Liberia. This is a snapper man, of course. Isn't a snapper man, but happy machine, where I'm soldier. Okay. And this is controlled by a female. So the Liberians are celebrating their soldiers displaying their armored vehicle. is something that you will admire a lot. This is the fire service on display.
So indeed, these are some of the highlights from the Armed Forces Day celebration. Well, folks, what a way to say the pleasant good evening and welcome. Welcome indeed, welcome to the Tuesday edition of the SKTV show. I don't know whether Muna is set and ready or not, but please, let's share the show. Those of you who just joining us, maybe just joining us for the first time, also want you to please like the SKTV show or the page. You know, the page is right there. Just click on the like button, and trust me, whenever you follow any of our, or whenever we are live, you will see all of the happening from our end here on the SKTV show on Truth FM 96.1. They had a show of Liberia, and we are here to bring you all of the happening from right here in Liberia. So, indeed, welcome, folks. What a way to say the pleasant good evening. I don't know whether Muna is set and ready. Muna, if you get me, let me say a wonderful good evening
I'm
to
getting
you.
you. You're live. You are live. You're live in Nigeria County.
That's great. Welcome. And how the Armed Forces Day celebration?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, everyone just doing their own thing, enjoy themselves in a little corner. Yeah.
Okay, everybody just do their own thing. They were enjoying the little corner and so forth. Were they have any form of ceremony, any
Actually, we
activities?
didn't see anything like that. Actually, we didn't see anything like that. But as a land, I don't know if they were doing their own thing like in their fence, the barrack, or they were having their own get together. But our parrot, no.
Okay.
Yeah. And they just do their own thing in the back together. I mean, doing the two things. Everybody can fire gun. Yeah. And then everyone just enjoying ourselves and thing. Yeah.
But
In our full attire and thing.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they were our
After
coming.
after doing their own thing, their exercise and thing that our training and go through. Yeah, this day after doing that in the back there. Everyone's out. Yeah, just toasting with friends and thing, sharing fun. Yeah, but Granger is cool. Yeah. Everyone's okay.
All right, that's good, Muna. Well, please, folks, let's share the show. Those of you who just joining us again, we want to say the pleasant good evening and welcome to the Tuesday edition of the SKTV show. Very soon, Monk will be joining us. Brother Cassidy also will be joining us. He came on a little bit, but I don't know what happened. He came on not too long, right? But later on, he was off. But again, later on, you'll be joining us also on this platform, the SKTV show. So please, let's share the show, folks. So many things to talk about, so many things that we will be talking about here on today. So many things happening in Liberia. But first, we will start off with the Anniversary celebration, and yeah, after that, we move straight to our main topic of the day, which of course waiting for Mark. Trust me, by the time Mark come on also. But today we'll be looking at the happening, the impasse, the legislature, where also we are also seeing invasions and so forth. There are some activities moving on at the Capitol building. People, offices are meant quote unquote taking over and so forth. But again, we wait for our team. For Mark, what are some of the happening there in Zwadru, Grand County? Quickly. Sorry,
As I
let me
speak to
say
you,
Mark, but Mona, sorry.
yeah, as I speak to you,
Yeah,
at
go
our
ahead.
Nigeria is relatively calm. There is peace everywhere. Everyone's okay. Everything going on smoothly. Pause every day. Yeah, merry making, having fun with friends. Yeah, that's what happened.
But Mona, I can still recall, or maybe someone would say, during our time, like for example, when they come about daytime, sometimes you see the students, sometimes they
Yes,
parade, go
reading,
around,
but yeah, myself has been my imagination. Yeah, because
Okay.
when it happened like that, this day, armed forces, they see students, AFL, all the schools parading the street and thing observing this day, but it didn't happen yet. So we don't know. Yeah, so people just have their own ceremony in their barrack and we come together. What they're supposed to do there, but we didn't see that people parading the street, schools. No, 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 no. Everything is okay. Everything is fine, going smoothly. As I
Mhm.
relate to the story yesterday, I talked about in Bantry there about the
Mhm.
clinic closed because no water, no water. So the guys arrived yesterday, and they make their way today at Bandre, Kunabo district there to see how best they can relocate, yeah, the hand pump. So the guys are there right now making sure that uh, the hand pump is okay so that the clinic can be open to our people to go there and get treatment. So the guys are there right now. Yeah, Bandre.
Wow, wow, that's just so magnificent. That's great. At least sometimes when we talk about some of these things, that's the best thing to do. That our people or those authority at least to be able to move in immediately instead of our
Yeah.
people to struggle through it. Because mind you, some of the projects sometimes have been or maybe undertaken by UNDP or UC or so forth. But again, Mr. Collins, oh, wow. Mr. Collins, today with your, I don't know, they call it, Barman, Barman Koku.
Bam,
But don't
bam,
make it,
bam, bam,
That
Shanga.
that's
uh,
small shades. That's small shades.
because,
It's
Today,
because
today,
the people,
today, I am a bam Shanga mood because I'm
I'm
fresh.
Barman Shanghai.
oh, because the people can't wait for SKTV today. I've been receiving a couple of calls,
Small thing.
messages, and everything. And so what's going to happen today on the show based on what's happening in Liberia? I say, you man, don't worry. We'll give you all of the information and everything. But Mr. Karen, good evening from our end here and welcome. And how's it going?
Thank you, Mabel. Thank you, Mona. And thanks to the Liberian people across the world, mainly Liberians listening to us on the radio. I know you guys are not following the social media platforms, uh, but you are the largest, viewership on our platform. People that listen to us on radio. Imagine having Truth FM and Top FM and Radio Farmer all carrying the show. That means a lot. So I think Mr. Kessley is about to join us right now, but then they are still a little, they're still battling with some little connection problem. But yes, Mabel, it's good to be here. Um, for our country, I was not here listening to you guys. You were giving update as to what is transpiring currently in the country. whether political, social, or economic, whatever it is. I look forward to having a very fruitful conversation today. I know there's no shortage of information. There's no scarcity of issues in our country. So I'm here. I'm ready to discuss the issue. And trust me, I'm not happy with the trend of our country. Hopefully, Brazilian monk is showing face no more. No, Brazilian monks are not happy. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so
I'm showing
today,
face
not
for
easy
one
today.
week. I'm not showing face. I'm gonna be off.
The message you're doing it for 1 minute, just for you to know that
Just to know that I'm in the house.
about the seriousness. Yeah. So move
That's
on.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You guys can now keep us posted and as to what are some of the trending issues. I know there are a lot going on. There are a lot of things going on, but I want to give you guys the opportunity to enlighten us as to what is actually going on. What are some of the trending issues currently making news in our country?
Wonderful. So quickly, Mr. Connor, I just want to ask you this question. I'm getting a report that you say agency has finally been shut down. How true is the information? Is this true or not?
I am not sure, but finally, what we were told initially was temporarily shut down while they try to regulate some stuff or to get their hands on some of the information that they needed. And actually, like Donald Trump or not, to be honest, things I don't like about Donald Trump is the fact that he can lie. But some of the policies of him, especially when it comes to, the idea of trying to streamline the government spending, unnecessary spending, also trying to check, people, where in money, like the United States money being going, whether the money being spent for the right reason. Those things are not bad things to me, to be honest. Whether our country is also at the receiving end of some of those issues, they don't matter to me. Personally, I don't like Donald Trump. I don't like his behavior. And I don't like the fact that he's not presidential. He's very deceptive. He lies and he's rude and disrespectful to everybody. And that's his way of politicking. So with the USA thing or any other policy Donald Trump is undertaking right now, I'm standing by. I'm not surprised. I did not support him, and never would I support Donald Trump. But he is the president of the United States. He has the right, he has the power to change a lot of things. The things that they don't have the right to do to change. The court system here is not like Liberia, where you president, you control the court, you control the judges. That's not how it works here. Here, there are a lot of things Donald Trump and Elon Musk and other people that propose, or they are even embark on, they were halted by the court, by the judges. Say, no, you can't do that. You don't have that power. So they halt it and see Donald Trump, even though he's kind of threatening to appeal, most of those decisions by the judges, but at least there's some system they can checkmate a president. And also you have, the legislature, they might. So there are a lot of things, maybe that were created through legislation. A president cannot just shut it down like that. He might try, he may attempt, but at the end of the day, they will follow the process.
Great. That's great. Thank you for that update. I know maybe during the show, you people will give us more update from that end, because Liberians they are waiting to hear exactly what's going to happen and what some of the news happening from that end. But Muna, okay, I think so far Cassidy struggling to come up. But Muna gave us a little update like you started. Sorry, when Mr. Connor came on, we have to hurt you a little bit. So give us a little update quickly before we come to the next one.
Like I was saying about the clear there, the progress have been made. Still discuss about it and today. the team are there to see how best they can relocate the hand pump and for open to serve the people in that part of Grand General County Economic District, Banjo to be precise. And also the issue about this whole meter based in county that some people are complaining the meter is no good, that the meter we put money in the meter is not working. More back compared with the meter system right now in county. So that's why some citizens call this morning feeling frustrated about how the meter works and think that those are on meter. They happen, yes, but the meter, some of them are saying that the meter is outdated because every current go or current on, you can understand nothing. And some people doing our business and things, depending on it. Some of them, their goods are sporting, and also some people who on the phone on flat rate, they don't have any problem. So the main point right now in county about the meter issue. Yeah, that
Thank you. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Mona. So quickly in the national capital, so many things happening this morning. On today, mind you today, the gallant men and women of the armed forces of Liberia celebrate their 68th armed forces days on today, and there were a lot of celebration, a lot of ceremony programs, so on, including the president from Sevalum. Also, I think he already gone back. Also, who was here to also grace the occasion on today. So today the program was here at the MOD or Ministry of National Defense, right there in Central Monrovia, where the armed forces of Liberia have their parade and other programs and other ceremony, where the CRC, that is the Commander in Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia, His Excellency President Joseph Yimam Bwakai, also graced the occasion and he will tour around to or to see the strength or to see the men and women of the armed forces of Liberia, and which of course today doing his tour that sparked a lot of debates or misreaction was he was seeing in a pickup doing his interactions with the men and women of the armed forces of Liberia, and that was strange. On today, people were saying that this is the first time because this is not our tradition. All of the presidents or all of the CRC that were in power, they've always been working, interacting, so not shaking hands of with the army personnel. But today to see the president riding pickup or sitting at the back of the pickup, that was so strange. So that also sparked out debates. Those who supposed to back up, maybe those who supposed to support, they were supporting the president. Strange things today, like okay, they decided to also post other photos of other presidents that were seen also into favorite vehicles and so forth. And Liberians are also saying no. Some Liberians are saying that no, this is not the kind of things that we want to see, because we want our president to be strong and energetic. So after that, all the programs went on very well, and people have their own say. And also on today, we also witnessed the majority bloc of rule law Representative James Colette also today forcefully enter into the Imbato House Speaker office, J. Fanaji Kofa office, and took off all of these things from the office that indeed the office has to be turned over to their speaker, Speaker Richard Nagbe, that speaker, the Imbato Speaker J. Fanaji Kofa should turn over. So that also sparked a mixed reaction today. Liberians were saying, no, this is not the best thing to do. This is jungle justice. And I think when there's any issues, the lawmaker should be able to go to the court and let the court be able to grant them that permission for them to go and enter in the office of the embattled speaker. So after a few hours, the rule of law caucus chair, Honorable Musa Hassan Bedeti, also posted on his official Facebook page that indeed the rule of law has been tampered with. I think Liberia to be careful with the peace that they are enjoying, because what's going on now is not normal. So people are having their own say on some of the issues and so forth. So Mr. Kane, Muna, and the rest of the crew, these are some of the happening back home apart from the Donald Trump saga, where yesterday evening, Elon Musk posted that it is $17 million that's supposed to come to Liberia for some negotiation and so forth, and that also been canceled. That also sparked up mixed reactions. People are saying that I think it is about time that America cut off all of their support, because I think most of the monies that come in, they are no use. Sometimes Liberians, they don't benefit. So far so good. These are happening back home, especially in the nation capital.
Wow, thank you so much, Mebong. And yeah, so Mong, welcome. How you doing, sir?
What's up, guys? Another day to be here. I'm here listening, following events happening in the country, domestic, international.
So following everything and based on some of the exposition of our colleague Mebong, what really caught your attention today?
For me, when I look at the international system and the U.S. based system here, and I see how we practice politics in Liberia, I keep advocating. I say, when you look at the way we play politics in Africa, I don't think we should be practicing the kind of a democracy, because we don't have the institutions set in place for check and balances. And when you follow the news over the past couple of days, especially what happened in the U.S. when it comes to the government Department of Accountability and the courts, people believe that when a judge found an injunction, it means that the judge is right. That's a lie. It's just a temporary hold. If the president wants, the judges can checkmate the president, the executive branch, and the executive branch can also checkmate the judiciary branch. They call it check and balances. So yesterday, what happened? One of the federal judges, he blocked the union for the Department of Labor, because the excuse they gave about those going to do some deep dive is their personal data will be exposed. The judge was like, "What are you talking about? If you want accountability, how can you stop the Department of Efficiency from doing their due diligence? I mean, which record are they going to compromise?" And they couldn't defend. There were 5 different union groups, and the judge also struck it down. So people fail to realize there are judges all over the U.S. in different districts. So when the judge filed an injunction, it means that the judge is right or the president is right. If the judge decision interfere with the president, they go to the appeal court. When they cannot get a remedy from the appeals court, then they go to the Supreme Court. So technically, what the other judges are saying, that you are just trying to stop the process of being exposed, because there is nothing that compromises people's sensitive data and record. Your name, your social security number, bank account. You cannot tell me that the reason you will want to stop the Elon Musk and his team from doing an investigation about accountability. So in both ways, we'll see how it turned out to be. And when I listen to the situation happening with the speaker, and I don't know how to call it, guy Colette, I was like, my people, you know what? They think we don't understand it. This thing is deeper. I'm just talking about looking at it from the American system, the way how their system is structured. Because when you watch American politics, I'm like watching a sports. It's entertaining, but at the same time, they are getting results. You can see how democracy actually works, because it's all about law. It's about checkmating the president, the Supreme Court checkmating the lawmaker check. It just balanced. And at the end of the day, they will still get a solution, but the process in which they can execute it, you will just learn a lot in the process. Every day you keep learning something new. It's the same thing happening in Liberia, except for our side, the way how they do it, it confuses people, and they themselves can confuse themselves at times. Like the instance that the guy gave, the guy say, okay, take for instance Fanatic Cover. Fanatic Cover, you cannot be making a case that you are hot speaker and been taking pay of a regular lawmaker for the past 2 months, but then your staffers cannot get their pay. So like you have accepted the fact that you are no longer the speaker, because if you are getting paid, getting your incentive or your benefit as a regular lawmaker, then you contradict yourself by being a speaker. So what becomes of your staffer? Why are you not telling them that you are receiving your pay? Because they are yet to get paid. So the thing is confusing. The institutions are not there. They don't implement it as it should be. And when you compare the two systems, like for me, it's just like a learning process. And you will find out why in some African countries, some people say, you know what, the democracy thing is very, very complex. We don't even want to practice it here because it won't work here. We don't have the institutions set up in place to practice like the Westerners. That's just what I see in this saga going on in Liberia. Yep.
Yeah, thank you so much. Mong was right. When it comes to the international news about the United States, the system here, whether it is for you or is against you, we have a system here. Sometimes the system is not perfect, to be honest, it's not perfect. And but at least what they have on on the books, that's what they practice. But unlike our country, I think Liberia is on a wrong path right now. I think Liberians need to wake up and get back to their senses and stand up for our country. Gradually, we are losing our country. Gradually, we are losing the fabrics of our country. Gradually, we are losing the tenets of democracy. And if care is not taken, this could lead to some unimaginable outcome. Sometimes there's a saying that says, if you have power, don't use it. If you use it, you may have nothing left. I think Joseph Boakai government and the Unity Party, they are overdoing what they are doing. I think they are overplaying their hands. I think they are abusing power. And I believe at some point in time down the line, Liberians will get fed up and they will push back. What Joseph Boakai is doing right now, Joseph Boakai government is doing right now to Liberia and the Liberian people, they are killing the democracy. They are blatant disrespect for the rule of law, for the constitution that brought them to power. Is overwhelming. And there will be time Liberians from all walks of life, they will get fed up. Well, and when they are fed up, what is going to happen? They're going to push back. And that could result to some undesirable outcome. Something that we don't pray for. But if you blame the cat not to eat your fish, make sure your fish does not get rotten to smell. So what happened today? It did not start today. What happened today? We talk about it. We predicted every action, every step of the way. And everything happened just as we said it. Especially on this platform. Brazilian and myself, we talk about this extensively. And we told you what was possible, and we told you what was going to happen. So where we are right now, not only Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party, they're overplaying their hands, but they're behaving as if to say there's no tomorrow. Nothing lasts forever. Muammar Gaddafi, one of the most powerful leaders of our time. Saddam Hussein, Ahmed Sekou Touré, Kwame Nkrumah, Houphouët Boigny, those were powerful leaders. Mobutu Sese Seko, Dawda Kairaba Jawara from Mali. A lot of great leaders, powerful dictators. Where are they today? Some of them, even their siblings, can't get leadership in their country anymore because of the legacy they left for their people. When you get power, don't overuse it. Some of the children, some of the kids, some of the young guys that are in the House of Representatives, they don't know history. They're overwhelmed, they're overzealous about the little power they have right now, so they don't know how to use it. Some of the young guys in the House of Representatives, because they say the Unity Party, they got power, CDC, they still will do more than the CDC. Forgetting to know that we have a country. Everything that you do today, they are recorded. And the world has evolved. And it's evolving on a daily basis. A lot of things happened yesterday cannot happen today. If they happen, you will have a different ramification. You will get different consequences. Because why? Life is never the same. And will never be the same. Even a lot of things happen during Jawia time. People, nothing happened so much in the past. It can't happen today because you know what? Every day people learn. Every day people are open. And every day, different things happen in the world. So Maybon, Mong, and Mona, and our listening audience, I think Joseph Nima Boakai is proceeding wrongly. He's on the wrong trajectory, and this is not good. Somebody just corrected me. Dawud Abakari Rajara from Gambia. Thank you. You know, all of those leaders that we mentioned, they were very powerful. Nobody could say anything in front of them. Whatever they say, was like God says. They jail a lot of people. They kill a lot of people. They embezzle millions of dollars, if not billions, from their respective countries. But where are they today? Sekou Touré's son is in jail here in America.
Chartered son.
Chartered son is in jail here in America. So a lot have happened. But we as a human being, we should read our history. We should learn. If you were not living that time, read them. Ask questions. But I can tell you, Joseph Nima Boakai, government will be very, very unpopular, more than the CDC government did. Abuse of power is the worst thing anybody can do. Because you know what? When people get fed up, they will bounce back. And they are abusing, not only that they are engaged in corruption, stealing from the country every day, but yet abusing the people. What they did to Fonante Kofa, to be honest with you, it was a daylight robbery. If you used political language, it's a coup d'etat. It's a coup d'etat. What they did is treasonable. It's an act of treason. Because any act of coup d'etat, any act of subversion, any act of blatant subverting and conspiring against the Constitution of Liberia is a treasonable offense. But we don't have the people. We don't have enough people with the spines, with a baboon to stand up. They don't have the backbone to stand up. Right now, those who are fighting for political power looking ahead, looking at 2029, forgetting about today, forgetting about tomorrow. Some of these things that you are doing, not only that you may go down in history as some of the worst government, one of the worst government in the history of our country, but some of you are doing it. You will pay for it. You have to understand that. Today, maybe yesterday, Joey had never had his spine to do the needful, to prosecute, to audit. Maybe Joseph Boakai government, because Joseph Boakai is not the government. He is the leader of the government. But we have the rightful agencies that are supposed to checkmate. We have other agencies, we have other branches of government that are supposed to hold this executive accountable. What they did today in America here, maybe in other developed nations that follow the rule of law, that follow the constitutions, those countries, when you have to even come to somebody's house for search or for eviction, you got to get a court approval. You got to go through the court process. But just to take power in your hand because you control the police, because you control all security apparatus, that means you can do anything you want to do to the people of your own country. It is bad and it's not good for the legacy of Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party. This could go down as some of the worst things Liberia ever experienced as a country. I wanted to say something about something else before I rest. Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party people, they wage war on Liberians in the diaspora. Joseph Boakai government and Joseph Boakai as president, they wage war on diaspora Liberians. It only speaks about how ungrateful, how much of an ingrate is Joseph Boakai and his government people. Joseph Boakai is president today because of diaspora Liberians. There where he used to come for help. There where he used to come to raise funds. There where he got the support of most of the people that are working in his government right now. They used to live here. They make money here. And they sponsor Joseph Boakai for you to go and campaign. Joseph Boakai ingratitude to look in the camera and told the Liberian people that you're sitting down over there, you're doing nothing. You don't want to come to develop the country. But I got news for you. I got Donald Trump for you. For a president of a nation to mock his own country, to mock his own citizens. They are listening to another sycophant, a job seeker, disgraceful human being sitting down yesterday on another network trying to defend Joseph Boakai, trying to sugarcoat what Joseph Boakai said. I was very disappointed. He's a friend that I consider a brother, but when I hear that statement yesterday, I was very disappointed. Joseph Boakai war against the Liberians in the diaspora. It will not go free. If Joseph Boakai make an attempt to come to America, we will protest against him. anytime soon or anytime in the future. We will show to him that diaspora Liberians, we are not foolish people. We are not criminals. And for Joseph Nima Boakai, as a president of a nation, to call Liberian deportees as criminals is ridiculous. It is something that I could not imagine in my wildest dream. But again, everything going to come down to us Liberian people. If you don't stand up to a bully, they can bully you to death. Because the thing is fun. Let the politicians in Liberia, let the opposition sit down there. Allow Joseph Nima Boakai to continue to abuse them. At the end of the day, some of you will not even have the power to even contest for anything come 2029. They like authoritarianism, they like dictatorship is being now exercised in Liberia. But you're sitting there thinking, oh, the people in power, you're still on there. At the end of the day, you may not even have an election. If you're going to have an election, they're going to be just, I don't know, in Liberia will say, just for more talk. They say, yeah, they're having an election. But before the election happened, they already decided who's going to be the president. Because you know what? They're going to abuse all of you. They're going to bully you. They're going to torture you mentally. They're going to do everything that will deflate you, that will deflate even your ambition. And to know that you have any potential of becoming anything in Liberia, they will destroy you politically, will use the power to destroy you. At the end of the day, they will own the country. They will decide to do anything they want to do. The last time, when we mentioned Joseph Nima Boakai's health and what he's going through, some people got offended. Some government officials called and complained that we shouldn't go extra miles when we are saying certain things. We have nothing against Joseph Nima Boakai as president. He is the president. He was elected by the Liberian people. But guess what? He does not own Liberia. The only reason why Joseph Boakai is president is the Liberian constitution. Other than that, Joseph Boakai is the weakest link of all politicians in Liberia. He's the weakest person. He's sick. He's not well. He's not fit mentally. He's not fit psychologically. He's not fit physically. But the reason why Liberian people said that and allow him to be the president of Liberia is because of the constitution. So in order for you to be respected, in order to maintain that power, that structure, in order to maintain that power, you have to respect the same constitution. But if you disrespect the constitution, that means you don't deserve to be president. Because you know what? The only reason why you are president is because of the constitution. So if you all disrespect the constitution, that means nobody should be calling you Mr. President. Because it's the constitution that gave you that leverage. But if you have no respect for the constitution, you abuse the constitution every day, do whatever you want, because people give you an opportunity to serve. This is a service. We have no room for dictatorship. So I think Joseph Nima Boakai is abusing power. And I believe Liberian people should stand up. And opposition in Liberia, you better get your act together. You better get your act together. Now, not all of you will be president of Liberia. You're going to be one president. And I believe with these kinds of things, Joseph Boakai and the Unity Party may not be re-elected for anything. But if you don't put your act together, they will institute dictatorship. They will normalize dictatorship. And guess what will happen? They will abuse all of you. They will bully you. They will destroy you psychologically, physically, and mentally, and financially. They will drain you. At the end of the day, you have nothing left. And they will own our country and own the Liberian people. I just want to say that. Sidiki, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Brother Sekou. It's good to be here. Good evening, everyone. Maybon, good evening, Brother Mark. and the other panelists, even the viewers both home and abroad. It's good to be here. So actually, I don't know what the conversation. I don't know if it's a specific topic you guys have in the show, but
No.
I just listened to you. About the president's statement he made recently about the Liberians American. You know, most especially about the U.S. government decision to kind of deport some Liberians back home. For our president right now, every country that are affected by this policy, the president of those countries are engaging, in solidarity with our citizens. But for our president to come publicly and embrace that kind of stuff, to even try to mock people who are victimized by this, is really, really unfortunate. And these are the same people he went to during the election for support financially, and they supported him. But again, Brother Sekou, we have a country that is so hypocritical. When something is in your interest, you don't see problem with it. So the same people who are in the state too, some of them got job in the government. They are currently in Liberia. They celebrate that statement from the president. So what if you were not given job and maybe you are a victim of this policy by the U.S. government, and the president come up and kind of throw jabs at you or support the American for deporting you back to Liberia, looking at the kind of hardship, the lack of basic needs in the country and all of that. So it's just unfortunate. But again, it just exposed Joseph Boakai, the kind of person he is. And I agree with you, everything you said. That old man is a very terrible old man. Everybody he work with, they have one way or the other, split. Either he's being ungrateful to those people. I saw Costa a few days ago going back, kneeling down to Costa, kneeling down to Joseph Boakai, as if to say he needs Joseph Boakai to live. Everything you say about this man, you went back. Look at Yege Koluba today. And today we also saw that guy called James Collier going to the Capitol building to invade without court order the speaker, the legitimate speaker office. All these things are happening because Joseph Boakai as the president support all these illegal activities, specifically in the interest of the majority bloc, because you have a United Party speaker and that's what you want. So it's just unfortunate that after Liberian people voted, George Weah and the CDC out with the hope of seeing something different, but we are even seeing something worse than that. So I don't know what the future holds. If we are going to go back again to CDC 2029, I don't know. That's something Liberian people will have to decide on. But we have to reach to a point and just put control first. I understand you talk about opposition opening their eyes, Brother Sekou. The opposition can do everything they want to do. But the main people who should be conscientizing here is the Liberian people. Because they see opposition. You wake up, you talk something, you reflect some issues in the country. You see people in the country that we are victimized. You're not solving for electricity. You're not solving for internet. But you see people coming on your post and attack you personally. Even though you are speaking for like recently, I listened to the show like last week, Brother Moses and the other panelists were talking about the electricity issue in the country. Everybody posting on Facebook, the country hot. And you think that is normal? The country is supposed to be hot only because you are lacking of something called electricity. And that's your right as a citizen. You're not supposed to be begging people to give you electricity. It's your fundamental right. That's why some of you buy meter, even some of them, they buy current, they put in a meter, but they don't get electricity. Very, very unfortunate. How many of them have stand up and say, you know what, we need electricity in District 2, District 3, and out of the district in Monserrate? How many of them? But when you come and say, look, the government should provide electricity, and we have an energy retreat recently where the president should have taken an opportunity to attend our energy retreat and turn it over to the vice president. When you talk, they say, oh, move on that, man. They see people are victimized. You see, so it's great to be here, Brother Sekou. I look forward to having a very great conversation.
Sure. Thank you so much. So before we go back to Monk, I know our brother, Kesali Sumo,
Yeah, of course. Thank
I
you.
know, but he finally made it. I know
They might be
he's
struggling though.
he make it at long last. Like we say, Abura. He made it too, my brother. So yeah, how you doing, Kasali? And what's going on in that part of Liberia? Bomber to be specific.
Well, first of all, let me say thanks to the SKTV family and our Howard CEO, Mr. Tati, for affording us the opportunity to be on this platform to air the view of our citizens from this end. Radio Former is also owned and operated by the Rufus and Ruth Tati Foundation in this part of Liberia. So, what is happening in this area? Mr. Siku, Mr. Kane, the other day, I think I make mention of it, but I didn't go details. It has to do with the UNE company in this area, Channel Union. Channel Union has a portfolio of $2.8 billion investment. But now, since 2015, they scaled down operation due to the downturn of iron ore price on the world market. And 2022, we saw them, making effort to reopen. But now, since then, they are still struggling. But we are informed that the contract was given to another Chinese company, especially to renovate the facility. But what's going on? It was surprising to know that we have our citizens in this area who are yearning for a job, but they are being neglected by the company. If I may say, they have been neglected by the company. And the company, they're hiring people from outside of the area. People coming from Picana, people coming from Nima, people coming from Cape Mount, and the citizens are here. They are desperate for job. Somebody made an argument that there's no people, there's no one qualified in this area, and I argue with them. I said, no, you can't denigrate our pool in that kind of form and manner. We have our people qualified. Remember, this company was already here before, and we have people working with them. So why would you say our people are not qualified? So that's one of the issues we face with. And today we also saw on the social media one of the representatives from Bond County, Honorable James Cole, who had a team of security force, I can say, invading the speaker's office. And, the news reporting, this thing is headed by the Bond County representative. So it raised concern. A lot of people are complaining that the Bond County Legislative Caucus need to focus on, the bread issue on the table. Remember, James Cole represents District Number 2, and District Number 2 also hosts the MAG gold mining company, and there are other issues there. People are also, complaining. They are complaining about the aid treatment of the company against the citizens there. But instead of Honorable Jim Cole focusing on the issue concerning the people, the speaker issue have been the talk of the time. So a lot of people are complaining that I think if we don't mind, you may like to see citizens, rising up against their lawmakers, that the lawmakers that are involved in, that speakership. So there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things happening, but so far so good. I think those are the two major things that I want to flag up from this end. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Sumo. I want to say thank you very, very much to all of you for following Sktv. Whether you are a Unity Party, CDC, ANC, or CMC, or all the C in the word, you are welcome here. We care less about your party, and we welcome everybody. I don't know, we have 3 minutes before we go to the news bulletin. I'm not sure if Mabon is going to do that, but Mabon will come back to us to let us know. But Mabon, so far, you know, what do you think about everything that we just, touch when it comes to this government?
You know, it's so sad for the country that you got pocketbook
Wait a
issues.
second.
Okay, I
Maybe
think
you
maybe, yeah.
Maybe are you going to for the news bulletin?
Well, I think we will continue. If any other thing, I will let the people know. But for now, let's continue.
All right. Thank you so much. So yeah, Mom, go ahead.
So you know, it's sad for the country, and we keep telling folks the situation in Liberia, the problem in Liberia, the fundamental challenge Liberia is faced with an economic problem, not a political problem. But our people have other plans when it comes to picking who's going to be the leader for the country, and we got Joseph Boakai in the process. I will keep saying no, SKTV is nothing political. I'm no fan of Joseph Boakai. At this current moment in time, I cannot support Joseph Boakai for anything because I know he's just a cosmetic politician. And while abroad is an economic transformation, so people can get a fighting chance. We even read an article yesterday on this. So now we didn't read the article, but we talked about some international observer that talking about political instability because of economic inequality, that the people in the rural area are getting poorer. They are getting so poor to the extent that it's almost like a security risk for the entire nation that 8 out of every 10 live in extreme poverty, that they don't have access to social services. So when you wake up in the morning, you see your lawmaker kind of for evicting another lawmaker in the name of power. You know, the one thing I learned in this country, that's why I say when you follow politics, you cannot use emotion to guide you. You got to use logic because you got to look at the institution first. I learned in this country that there are things that may look inappropriate, but they're not illegal. That one thing I learned. That's why from the initial stage of the whole Fanatikova saga, I took a position. I said, no, the way the speaker is proceeding, in the absence of a quorum, that particular group that got a number would believe that they are the plenary and they will abuse him. And the reason they were abusing, because there is one thing people don't understand in the democracy. The lawmakers, they are a body. They are the most powerful branch of government. They are capable of impeaching Supreme Court justices and the president. The president is just the chief law enforcement officer. Those guys believe that when you go to a Supreme Court for redress, anything happening in the House from a legislative standpoint, you will never get solution from the Supreme Court because the Supreme Court, they themselves, they are afraid of lawmakers. Lawmakers are a body. They are 73 in total in the lower house. In total, they are 103. 5 people cannot override the will of 103 individuals everywhere in the world. That is standard for it. When it comes to the executive, we all know Joseph Boakai got his hands all over the thing. They want a unity party speaker. They want to control every level of government. But guess what? Joseph Boakai understand. He's a politician. He's like, you know what? I can throw the rock and have my hand because at the end of the day, I can use the separation of power. So when I listen to the rural law caucus say they want for the president to intervene, I said, no, it cannot be. Because when the president intervenes, then it means it's a constitutional violation that also worried an impeachment because you cannot step your constitutional power. So the president understands all these intricacies. That's why he think on the edges. He playing a game because in the court of law, it's not about what you know, it's what you can prove. We can say, yeah, Joseph Boakai bribing people behind the scene, but can you prove that in the court of law? He understands this thing, and at the end of the day, he will play it to a political advantage. I told you guys on the show, I said, looking at 2029, Joseph Boakai knows he's not going to be on the ballot. Joseph Boakai had no political capital to lose in this fight. There is nothing to pay for. It's not like a young president coming to power that want to go 2 terms, that want to make sure his agenda is accomplished. No, this old man was giving like almost like you playing the slot machine like a bingo. At the end, at the latter stage in his life, he was able to become president. He's not going to be on the ballot. There is nothing to lose. The last time I checked today, Joseph Boakai was put in a pickup truck because he can't even, go and shake hands or inspect the military. So there is no political price to pay. And when you don't have any political price to pay, you can be reckless as much as you want because there is no price to pay. Politics are give and take, and at this stage, everything is in this president's favor, so he can just do what he chooses to. It's up to the people to, because if our lawmakers themselves respected themselves, they could impeach Joseph Boakai. Do you know that? For some of the action, whether it was for the asset recovery or all the 10 new positions, those were all impeachable offense. But guess what? They themselves agreed. They can't work together. They know that this man is not good for the country, but guess what? They will put their politics and their party before the country. So they will keep it there. That's why I won't take a side in this fight, no matter what they do. The only thing is just unfortunate for the country and people who are looking up to their government to deliver for them. Nobody is coming to rescue you. That's all I can tell you if you're in Liberia. If you are expecting anything better from this government, you can kiss it goodbye. We will keep kicking the can down the road until we get to 2029, and you again can decide the future of the country. So I'll stop there for now. That's my take. Yeah.
You know, before I go to Melbourne, let me just say something more in regards to something you just talked about. Joseph Boakai being a part of it, being hiding his hand and stuff like that. From the get-go, we know it was Joseph Boakai that is doing it. Let me tell you something. What power, what authority would the so-called majority have if it's not with the help of the state security? If it's just going to be straight of them, they will throw punches, they will divide each other, they will go stand by and face it. You can see, as you can see in other countries, even in some of those Western countries, lawmakers can fight. They will blast each other, they will fight, they will insult each other. In some cases, they will throw chairs on each other. But they will go back and fix it and get back to their senses. But because the removal of financial cover was orchestrated, planned, and executed by the executive, those so-called lawmakers, they are just there as messengers. That's why they can send them, go and do whatever you want to do or get your back. Everything that's going on is planned and executed by the Unity Party. And the frontline chief, the frontline general for that fight is the vice president. And with the acquiescence, with the approval of the president. These are facts, and they know it. All the other ones they see over there, flexing their muscle, pumping their chest, and they got any power, they got nothing. What is James Cooler? Why in the James Cooler, that's his name? That one that was there, that was actually.
Oh yeah, from one country, right?
A giant. All the one they don't get no power to do anything. The only power they have is the state security that is controlled by the executive. In fact, to tell you Liberia is rotting to the core. They see the higher house, the Senate. Look at the excuse they gave as a reason of supporting the illegal process. Tell me about it. Tell me the reason they gave, if that's something that makes sense to you. Liberia is a rotten country. This is why the need to follow, and this is not this is not unique to just Unity Party. Liberia, the governance system is just bad, and they are get used to it to the extent that even the people that they abuse every day, the victims are there to defend their abusers every day. The victims, the country being abused, the country being abused, their money being stolen, they do everything they want to do, anything they want to do with it, but the same people, because their uncle, their father, their mother, their father, their girlfriend, their boyfriend working in government, for them, they are okay. And the regular people, some of them are fed up, they have no more hope. They think that no matter what they do, it's going to be the same. They don't even trust anybody anymore. That even if we remove the people right now, bring some new people, they're going to be the same thing. So the people are hopeless. They have given up on their own country. So this is what is important. This political action group that we created, this coming Saturday, we're going to have huge meeting, Zoom conference. Liberians from all walks of life will be invited. We'll make the link public. It's not secret. And it is not on a partisan line. We care less about your political party affiliation. We care less about your tribe. We care less about your religion, preference. It's now a business. Ours is about changing Liberia. What we need to do, we got to take the fight to these people. And the only way we can do it, is we must have the grassroots support. Whatever we're trying to do is to emanate from the Liberian people themselves. This is why this group will empower Liberians in Liberia and outside of Liberia to take the fight to these people by making sure we reform all the bad laws, the bad deeds. We reduce their tenure to 4 years each. We have one general election that will elect 15 senators and the president and all the other lawmakers there. Then we have one by-election, so you can't have a political vacuum. But at least 4 years across the board, everybody. So that when they do something today, when you elect them today, in fact, imagine giving them only 1 car as opposed to giving 3 cars to senator every 3 years. That will save millions of dollars. They can go towards your hospital, your clinics, to build schools for your children, to pave your road. You are a farmer, to in fact give subsidies to farmers. They can go and make sure they have what it takes to make their farms. The roads are clear, the roads are built, the roads are fixed. They can take that farming, their soil, and bring it to the market and make profit of it. Imagine we get all the best soil in Liberia. We're going to Ghana and Guinea and show them to buy pepper. Amen. And the money is in the country. Only a few people using the money for themselves. They're not supposed to get a car. When you get a job, that's the guarantee for you to get a car. You can go take loan against your work. Every month you get paid, you pay some for your car note. That's how it works. You just want to get a gas slip. That money they can get them to get for gas slip on a monthly. If you put that one together, that one can buy one ambulances for all the counties. It can get 2 fire trucks for all the county. Every referral hospital should have more than 10 ambulances. Amen. So it's important, my Liberian people, this fight, let's join it. If you're in the diaspora, join it. If you're in Liberia, join it. It's your fight for Liberia and for the future of our children. We are not against any one political party because no one party is guilty. All of them are guilty. Let me tell you the truth. They're all bad. Those that will join this fight will be exempted. If you are running for representative, for senator, or you're running for re-election, for whatever, if you join us, if you join the Liberian people to fight, to reduce the tenure for senator, for president, for House of Representatives, we'll be happy. And if you join the fight to make sure, imagine there's a law in the Liberian Constitution that says if a president does anything, no exception, you kill, you steal, whatever the president can do, as long as the president is not impeached, the president can go free. What kind of country is that? That's the reason why they are involved in all these constitutional violations, because they know there will be no ramification. There will be no consequences. They know that. They know they can kill people. At the end of the day, there's not enough people with spine to impeach them, so they know they will go free. So when we do this and remove all those bad laws in the Constitution, whether it's going to be through ballot initiative or referendum or whatever way, but as long as it's coming from the Liberian people themselves, it will gain steam. And this is the most popular thing I've ever seen in the Liberian polity, at least in recent time. So let's support it. Let's be a part. It's going to be transparent. It's going to be clear. There's no secrecy, no court, nothing whatsoever. And we don't care about your party. You can be the standard bearer for your party. Say, can't join us. We want you. We want every single Liberian support. We are making headway. People are joining on a daily basis. If you're in Liberia, we're looking for leadership in your community, in your district, in your county. We will empower you, including morally and financially. We'll do that to make sure Liberians speak for themselves and Liberians will take this fight to the people. I want to add that to everything I said today. Maybe back to you.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Kenneth. So again, if you are right here in Liberia, maybe you found a way to be part, or we have our WhatsApp number right here in Liberia, and the WhatsApp number is 0770-203125. That's a WhatsApp number in Liberia. Just say hi to me. Most definitely, I will send you the link. And I say you should call now. We don't start to take calls. But again, Mr. Kenneth, let me say thanks to you, Monk, and our team. Indeed, I'll sit back and I'll listen to you, from the beginning of the entire conversation where you talk about our leaders, their role, whether they even have any role or maybe role model, or they even thinking about afterlife, what's going to happen with even their children. Look, Mr. Kenneth, while you were talking, I take in deep breath and I begin to wonder as to most of our leaders from 2006 up to now. Watch what I'm saying today. How many of their children that you can really see in some of the communities, some of the districts, some of the town, some of the villages, some of the area interacting with the people, even doing and after their leadership. Even when they are into power, their children, their family members, everybody abandon the entire group of people or the village, the town, or the people. Then when they leave from power, it become worse. They don't, because they fear the shame and the embarrassment. They are not able anymore to go back to the same people and say, oh, Ajita Bogaso, for example, Ajita Bogaso, we're going to listen to you. So that's why when you are in power, you do things that for tomorrow, your children, so that even if you are no more alive, or if you are not living anymore, someone will say, oh yes, that for example, say, oh yeah, that Mabel child there, no come. Well, most of our leaders, Mr. Kane, they don't care. They don't care. And you are saying, there are now people who are struggling, who are living in darkness, who don't even have electricity. When you post, they come on your post, they insult you, they have what to say, they acting like they under the love the politicians so much more than even the politicians' family members. Sometimes I wonder as to what really overcoming us as people. Back to the rule of law. Mr. Kane, as we stand now, for me, I think we are in a terrible time, and to see a president who think that he have all of the experience, 42 years of experience and so forth, to see him behaving or leading his people the way things are going on his watch, and people think that it's normal. Oh yeah, it's politics. Somebody go and break through a first branch of government will break through into someone's office and say, oh, yeah, it's normal. Now politics, they break a man office today, they found it took over a man office. Look, Mr. Kane, the world that came in 1990, that's how all the things started. That's how most of the things started. With so many of dissatisfaction. People feel that in fact they were, they were left behind, no opportunity given to them, the rule of law, nothing protecting them. So the only way out is for them to use the other ways that so many people use today. And we don't want to go back to these days. Look, quickly, Mr. Kane, before I tell over to you, Liberia struggle and Liberia suffer a lot. We're not in or in fact, we are not in a new generation where the president of US, he don't even care anymore. He don't even have time. Whether you fight here, whether you cause chaos for yourself, whether you cause trouble here for yourself, what you want to do is up to you. Don't care about anything. So please, our leaders, let me talk and say, this is time. The time is 6 years. We've gone 1 year plus. You was elected to serve your people. You are not elected to behave the way you are behaving. You are behaving like someone who, quote unquote, I don't know, come from the front line, because you are not behaving like this is not constitutional or maybe system that you are into. You are behaving like you just come from the front line and they just make commander or this. No. We graduate from all of these things, and we are saying this thing to our leader, the president. Those of you who are close to President Joseph Yema Boakai, our Oma, and Joseph Boakai children, we are sending this talk or this caveat or this information to you people. You advise the president well, because what's going on is not right. What's happening is not the right thing, and this country is going down, down, and down. When you talk, some of you come for us, you call us all the names, how we did, how we did. Well, that's it. If Liberia is better, I'm grateful. No matter how you want to call me, for me, it's not an issue. The only thing, let Liberia be better. That what matters to me. So, Mr. Karen, all right. So, Mr. Karen, go for a break. Let me see. Okay. So, yes, 2 Sidiki. No, I think Cassidy and the last Sidiki. Yeah. So, Sidiki, maybe you want to chip in quickly before we go to the land to either with our people.
Yeah, Mabel, I agree with you when you talk about the family members of some politicians or even all of them. You don't see them around during election time or after the election time. 100% agree with you. And that's why, the common people or the ordinary people in Liberia, we have to come to a point and understand that politics is not emotion. Sometimes we get too emotional about this thing, to the extent that we try to we forget about the issues, like what Brother Marx was saying. Politics, you got to reach to a point and understand, even if you're not a sedition or unity partisan. For example, many of the people today who took side with Funati Kofa removal, they are not seditions, but because the rule of law was broken, the right procedure was not followed. That's why these people stand in solidarity with Funati Kofa. And so because I'm not sedition and you went and illegally remove Funati, and because Funati is a sedition, so I should just sit and keep quiet, and then the next thing you will do, I will be the veteran. And because I'm from ANC, so somebody to other Liberians should not talk. So we have to reach to a point, whenever the way we elect our leaders, you don't have to be from CDC or UP to make a right decision for the country. Let's always set a high standard. Liberia don't need the normal politician. I agree with Brother Mark when he said that. We need somebody who can work on the economy to have our people employed, to get the kind of connection that will attract, foreign investors to come and invest in the country. Everybody can be in government. When you have a country where 80% of the citizens, they just wait for government job. We're not going to go anywhere, because every year, every semester, all the universities across the country, the AMU, UMU, University of Liberia, they are putting up young people, who have been trained for 4 years. And all of them, they come and sit in the back, like some of the young people who supported the UP. I see some of them on Facebook, they are disappointed that they don't have a job. Because everybody's mindset is just to work in government. You don't need government job to make it in life. But because of the kind of society, the leadership we've been able to give ourselves over the years, that's why we have always subject ourselves to government job. And so until we can realize that we have to pass that stage of, just picking from our political parties, being loyal to CDC, to Unity Party, to ANC, and just focus on Liberia. Like what Brother Sigu was saying, there's a group, that they have initiated to speak for the Liberian people. So whether you for CDC, they don't care. Whether you for UP, they don't care. You can even be a Unity partisan, And what he said, I just confirmed it. I think he sent a link on the live. I tried to join, and I saw some of the people in our group. They are United Party supporters.
Yeah.
And they are in our group. And so not like he come on the show and say something in the back that different thing happening. No. But that's the reality. That's the kind of Liberia we expect, for all Liberians. But in the case of people who support the Unity Party, and most Liberians, once they benefit, to hell with the rest of the people. Sorry for that one. But that's it. Once they can benefit, they can have a job. The other people can go to hell. They don't get time for that. And that's not how to change a struggling country like Liberia. So I just
Yes,
want to say,
so Sidiki, thank you so much, Melbourne and Sidiki. So just to add to what we were saying earlier, I posted a link here in the chat. Is under my name is now Sktv. I posted it from my Facebook account. So it's the WhatsApp link. When you click it, it will take you directly to the group. Then the administrator then will just click, approve. You'll be there. There's no restriction. In fact, the conference we're going to have, the Zell conference we're going to, you call it the Zoom conference we're going to have, the link will be there. So all you do is click on the link. You want to go there on the screen, or you want to just use your phone, you can still be a part of it. Because now Zoom can come with phone number like teleconference. So we can put in we can call the number. If you call the phone number, it will allow you, it will ask you to put in the PIN. And the PIN will be provided. So you can click on that PIN. Immediately, just announce yourself, you'll be there. All we do when you come, take your time, you want to speak, call the attention of the moderator, you'll be recognized, and you will be on. We will not ask you which party you belong to, because that's not what you're there for. We care less about your party. And when you come there, when you're part of that platform, we expect everybody to come and promote and bring ideas that will be in the interest of Liberian people and that will gear towards our objectives. And top on our objectives is the tunnel reduction. There are other things, there are other ideas, brilliant ideas being brought by people. But top on the idea that we want to push forward is to change the tunnel position for all the Liberian leaders. President, we are suggesting 4 years across the board. But at the end of the day, will be between 4 and 5. Either way. But for president, we are proposing 4 years across the board. But at least if you're going to make any maneuvering, any room for maneuvering, will be around the same 5. Nothing more than that. Let me just briefly tell you, maybe before we even take course in Liberia, let me just say briefly. If lawmakers are making 200,000 a year, each of them, 70 lawmakers, or 73 lawmakers, 103 lawmakers. Maybe if for a senator from 9 years to 4 years or to 5 years, maybe if you're saving that much money,
money, Mr. Kane,
for 9 years, we're talking about millions and millions of dollars that can create jobs for the common people. They can make sure that you have enough medication in your clinic and hospitals. You can use that money to have ambulances in every county, in every district in our country. Imagine that I paid out the car you giving to the senator every 3 years, $40,000 to $80,000 car that you're giving down. Now, even if they want to keep that car, you will cut it down, you know what, to only 1 car. That means for each lawmaker, you are saving 2 cars worth. That was 103. Think about that. Think about that. You also cut down some of the benefits. That money they're talking about, giving them housing allowance. You living in your own country, you say you want joy people pay for your rent. That's why you're taking pay. People will give you pay for a cell phone. Hey man, how wicked can you be? And you have money that you're taking home every day, but you want people to give you car and give you gas slips. The gas slip that they can receive is more than the paycheck for the police people there, and more than the paycheck for the nurses who are taking care of life every day. Other people there in the village, their women are pregnant, they're giving birth, they put it in a hammer. Hey man, I don't want to use words, man. I can get so angry sometimes to see our people, how wicked they can be. So we are fighting for those people. And to fight, we are not going to be the one doing it. We're going to empower you to fight for yourself. You will take the note, you will take the book, you will go all over the place. Whether it's going to be through radio station, whether it's going to be through community radio, whether it's going to be calling you or going to house, we're going to reach out to you. You will put your name down and your phone number that you sign up for this. When your lawmakers see it, they will approve it. Because they know if they don't approve it, the same people will go against them in the next election cycle. And they will be removed. Simple. That's why we don't go to a party. If you are in the party, you join the particular group, we will be happy to welcome you. You CDC, you come, we welcome you. You CMC, you come, we welcome you. ANC, Liberty Party, whatever C, all the part, PP or CC, you get, you all come and bring everything. Because I learned that we got 46 political party in Liberia, almost 47 now. Good for nothing. Useless ones. We never hear about them until election time. Maybe I just want to add that to inform the Liberian people that it's about them. We will empower them. We will do whatever we can.
Thank you, Mr.
Personally, I'm going to go to Liberia. So that we say, oh, yeah, bring your children, bring it now. You can't do anything. We're all there. Bring charges now, I was there.
Man.
Hey, bring charges now, I was there. I lived there. I lived my life. I do everything I wanted to do. And I was involved in most of the protests. In fact, Teresa Veskinda, when she was Transport Union president, when I used to be one of the leaders of Transport Union, we the one that did that protest to remove the checkpoint to Stephen Tower Estate. I, Sekou Kenneth, led that protest. That's what I was in power and scared.
But Mr. Kana, you were here 80 time.
No, I'm telling you now.
All the kind of fashion of
I led a protest that removed that checkpoint to Stephen Tower Estate. To remove the SOD then there, to put the traffic police in there. We did that. And I led it. I'm the one that spoke on the radio that day when the radio privatized and all the other funny radio stations came to interview. I the one that spoke that day. We are on record. We're not afraid. Oh, calm down. Yeah, doesn't say that you're going to do to anybody.
Now, why is it
So we are informing the Liberian people, we are encouraging the Liberian people that we've got to do this together. This is not about partisanship. It's not about one party. It's not about the current government. It's about all the government in the past. They're not been doing justice to our country. Before we go to the line, maybe let's get to Mon, then we'll go to you, go to the line.
Yeah.
And Mon, are you there? All right. So maybe Mon is busy. You can go ahead.
Yeah, so I just wanted to just add up to you quickly on what you are saying before we go to the line, because are you talking about even when they don't do it, we'll vote them out. Lord, Mr. Kane, that thing, we will pressure them. The only thing is for all to get ourselves set, get all of the signature we want. Even when it calls for all to sleep to capital bill, we will do it. So that thing will pass even before election. So yeah, I just want you to get that in mind, that it will not sleep until after. No. Other case by inside. So another thing someone want to say quickly before go to the Monk, are you still there? Because the calls keep coming back to back.
You want to say something, just maybe 1 minute just to say something. Or if not, you like to listen to the people, then we can come back later on.
Okay.
Yeah, just take some calls.
Well, so let me go to the line and take this first caller. To this caller, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my brother, good evening. Go ahead. Happy, I'm for today.
No, happy pick up back day.
Yeah, okay, go ahead, my young man.
Yeah. You see, Joseph Walker and his team, they have just created the sacredness of our country. For us to see James Colette today, and in fact, if you follow that address today, because he was the keynote speaker for the House today, the brother spoke and recognized every other person on the platform, called them by the position. He did not recognize Richard Cole as speaker. That is to tell you that Mr. Walker is failing on the international front. Locally, he's failing, but he's not taking notice. For that guy to have instructed James Colette, who is an ex-rebel, and he has come to become an honorable man, he cannot say be transformed. He went to the cabinet building today on a non-working day. breaking through the door of the speaker and removing the stick from the office, I see it as a sad time for our country.
All right. Thank you so much. 1 minute, please. A lot of people calling. To Charles Cooper. Charles, good evening. Yes, my brother, go ahead.
Yeah, I call from curfew to Borough. Let me say thank you again to the team. You see, Mabel, I listened to Judy of Madabio. He said in his oration today that we should uphold the rule of law, defend the constitutional government, and live above politics. So I posted on my page, I said, I hope that our government can take note of this speech today. You see, when you are defending the constitutional government, it also means you should defend the constitutional speaker or all those that were elected constitutionally, not by political means. Like I have said, and I continue to say, Mabel, the guardians of politics is the rule of law. Imagine when we were fighting warrior, did we have president, political leader, or representative senator when we were all running around the bush, when everything was helter scatter here? So it is a rule of law that brings the political order. So any country that does not abide by the rule of law, that rule out the law, that country is doomed for calamity. And sometimes when we say calamity, people feel that it's only the fire of gun. No, neighbor. As you can see in our country today, since the government took over, you can have one of your cardinal agenda to be rule of law, but instead you are ruling out the law on a daily basis. I think, like you said, President Bonga knows that he had no political stake again after 2029, so he doesn't care. So we the young people, that's why we are defending and continue to defend the rule of law. We are not defending COFA because for small we are not on CDC. I'm on the ANC. But there's not about partisanship because when Liberia is better, we all become better.
All right. Thank you so much. When Liberia is better, we are our live will be better. Keep a calls coming. 0770-203125. That's the number for you to call this evening and be part of the Sktv show. The line is blinking back to back to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir. How you doing, sir?
Well, we okay. Thank God for life. Go ahead, my dear.
Yeah, Augustine Jimmy, sir, from Lower Magiri. Yes, and for me, this program, I want to be part of it. And I don't get address, so I don't know. And my personal number there, really, why Mr. Kale is true. This is very strongly to see what to test the argument was that. Because join the act for me, even our representative will be 3 years.
All right. Thank you so much. You want to be part, but you don't have Andrew phone. Well, we will also look in a direction to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. This is Harry calling from Market County.
Thank you for joining us. Go ahead.
Okay, I don't know because we always end up with another friend that this thing has been existing for a long time. And people will kind of make all that noise and thing when they get back there again, they become worse. I mean, this thing we all know the Liberian seekers. Maybe I want to work for the Liberian people, we want to work for ourselves. So I think we'll continue listening to those kind of things. I'm not supporting any party, actually. I've been around for a long time. I know what has been happening in this country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, boy. You are frustrated. Maybe the way things are going. Keep a calls coming 0770-203125. That's the number to call this evening and be part of the Sktv show. Those of you who also calling on line one, yeah, indeed. So keep your calls coming. Again, keep your calls coming to 0770-203125. That's the number for you to call this evening and be part of the Sktv show right here on 2FM 96.1. And we are live on the Sktv show right here on 96.1. Keep your calls coming to 0770-203125, or better say 0770-203125. Sorry that our line one is a little bit of these issues, but please don't flash me. Yeah. Let me see to this caller. Hello. Yeah, my dear, good evening. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm Dadon Christie from 540 Congo Town.
Good. Thank you for joining us from Congo Town 540.
Yeah. Thank you for the program, my brother. You see, my brother, the problem with this country is very, very bad. Our law, the constitution of this country, we don't abide by rules of law in this country. We break laws every time. Can you imagine what happened today again? if lawmakers will continue to break law, even the own constitution, they can go by it. When you even get to our president, when the Supreme Court speaks, he doesn't listen to the Supreme Court. He does whatever thing he can do. Even if you see his footprint is at FDA. And those kinds of behavior will not make the process so strong. You see, we just start for doing this thing. If our leaders who we depend on to guide the constitution of this country, if they will continue to step on it and do all kinds of things, then you see, where are we heading to? Where are we heading to?
Well,
so you mean that this under this open border government, nothing will be done because they are just stepping on the constitution of this country. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much for being part to this call. Good evening. Hello.
Yeah, my name is calling from
Thank you for joining us. Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to pass on District 9. I let over 7% carry the 50 days so that they come back. We can do this better for us. We are frustrated. I never knew that actually was going to believe. I'm a contractor. Right now, I can't even get jobs. So, I'm a personal number there. Just, I want to click on the link. Just click that number.
So just say hi to me also on the number on the WhatsApp. The number is also on the WhatsApp. Just say hi to me. Most definitely, we're going to add you, okay?
Okay.
All right. To this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my dear. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Fayad J. Morris. I'm calling you from Jacksonville.
Thank you for joining us. Go ahead.
I want to be part of this program. Please help me with the number to, be part of this program. Once it comes to Liberia, the betterment of Liberia, small food will be involved. Because this country will need this country to be better.
All right. Thank you so much. So this number is on WhatsApp. Just say hi to me on WhatsApp. Most definitely I will add you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. To this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Go ahead, my dear.
Yeah, can you say hi to Steve, Mom, and the rest of all the panelists, as well as my colleague, Beverly Smooth from Boma. What took place today is the act of being a rebel. He grew a lot here according to him as he has been appointed in the house there. He fought war before him, Banga, one country. His district is one of the districts that having a gold, energy gold. He polluted the water. There's a minute down there that, sorry to say, excuse me, the entire private part was destroyed. And he was in the road. There are no contribution. He police. If you go to Farmer District, oh my, you see the Commonwealth who call himself so many for the Margaret Block. That company, the Chinese company, they are polluting the water as well as the environment. When it comes to the environmental pollution, it has in the mine. Solar penalty is nothing. Extra penalty is of it.
All right. Thank you. To this caller. Good evening.
Good evening, neighbor. This is the voice of PSI that joining from the Socio Clinic.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Please, 1 minute.
Yeah, neighbor, you are talking about a fast, family members you are fast. But neighbor, do you know the family members are the direct benefactor of this crime, the process of the crime they are enjoying it? As you see in the Baga here in Rizetta, the main check, the main name is involved in almost all of the shit, whether it is Mete, whether it is airport WD from Turkey, all across, they check all the bad things that the government going into Tanzania is involved. The ones you are talking about, they do hear about the scholarship of 2,000 office of the foreign, and they are serving under the carpet. So these people, they plan to come and treat us like doing the way they are treating us. And what do we do? People talking about impeachment, impeachment coming from the frying pan to the fire instead. Because the next day line, that made a go like if we get try and say we impeachment, we will be jumping from the frying pan into the fire.
All right. All right. Thank you to this color. Good evening. We'll tell you about 4 more calls. Then we'll cross over to our team. We won't have a little time for them to respond. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for your show. Listen, how are you?
I'm okay. Thank God for life.
Okay. Thank you very much. Again, this is our David Samuel. I joined your second
Well,
The
I don't know what kind of
the
view.
guy's so excited until he lost, everything. Also,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, my dear. Easy.
My name is James Hopper. You know, I actually enjoy your show, but sometimes Sekou cooks the curry with good sugar and then later he tries to put sand inside. What do I mean by this? He is a man who has the intention of coming into power. Not everything of your intention will be exposed. You look at this government and see all the errors and try to encourage people to be, milk and salad and just try to encourage them.
Who what kind of power now?
Whoever is the one behind this dream.
Whether
people or they are informing me they are establishing any new party to come into power, they should hold their intentions into their chest, encourage the Liberians not to, create any kind of a harm or have that bad intention. Because everybody who is a politician is in it making us a what?
President waiting. So that means Mr. Khan shouldn't be talking too high, right?
No, he shouldn't be talking too much.
Okay.
Intentions into his chest and forget about criticizing so much.
All right, Mr. Khan, President waiting. I will take a note. Yeah. Hello. Oh, okay. So you'll be a motor bag. You want to step our president waiting. Keep your calls coming 0770203125. That's the number for you to call. So the country interesting.
If I were to run for president, we will make sure we have mandatory debate. Everybody got to debate on the stage.
Possibly I'm having to take calls.
Everybody on the stage and debate the issue.
Oh, what kind of caller is it? Hello to this caller. Thank you for joining us, Mandela. Today we're talking about all your leaders you have been voting for, the way they're treating us or the way they're treating the country.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. So I know you to like your show, like to pushing more group of people, but you see, we are so corrupt that we do some of us do a subconscious thing about because it's like you think we can figure out one part of what it. But when they take it out, another person that part, the ignorant people came to figure that the right thing to do, even though they see no parking stand, that how we do things that the government is voting power right now. God know that they don't be finding problems, they don't be problems. We're not inciting people to overthrow or to put the government out of power. Because if you people just as that, they may not do better than I can say when it comes to corruption. All of us, most of us, voted for Unity Party. People may own no sign you didn't in government.
No.
So-called people in the justice ministry in the House of Representatives didn't want to get the power them to go to the house. But what can we do? What can we say? You people in America, you have protection. We don't have it. So even when you call in on a talk show, some of us that give me I want to hear me, I will say it's fact. Because the very people in the neighborhood say so that is small people they didn't want to stand.
All right.
Yes, they are informing. So you have got to think on solution how to send folks to if one of one in each community and we voice out and you will give up better. So next election we will vote and vote wisely, vote knowingly because sometimes the people get say wise, they don't know some of the people. If I people say I say that I'm going to better the correct person, all the people behind you know you will vote in that direction. So everybody will vote for the thing. We will not put them up to get in, just as the message in the something in the fire.
All right. Thank you so much, my sister, for joining us. Pascal David, you'll be our last caller. Quickly, we got to go.
Yeah, Mibon, thank you, man. So let me say thanks to Steve. For me, Mibon, look, a lot of things
They cannot be watching the show, man.
I think it is a troubling sign. The worst is happening. I mean, I didn't follow 100%, but with all the things that is happening, I mean, how did we get there? How did we? Why is Bumi Party is going to become an issue now? I mean, why are we? People can form a multitude of party. We should be concerned about what the government is involved with. See what happened today. The president is on a pickup and inspecting soldiers of our country. When has that ever happened before? What that speaks to is that the president is incapacitated. Look, people, these are the training issue. For me, nobody has time for that people with anema thing and anema for that. We haven't reached that level yet. What is happening to our country is something that all of us are supposed to be taking up. It's about this today.
All right.
I mean, it's people.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much, Mr. Connor. I think we have 12 more minutes to go, so you better I want to get, because other people are saying that if you want to be, say you are running up for president, at least you got to lower your volume or maybe the tone of the way you talk about Liberian politics. So what say you? We're back after all of the callers.
Yeah, so let's go to CDK first to react to the callers, and then some of the things that we also talk about. So then I will come in, and maybe when you will close, do we cut it a day? CDK, go ahead.
So this is a closing, right?
Yeah, because we don't have now like 9 minutes to go, 11 minutes to go. So.
Yeah, I think it was a great response from the callers. Majority of the callers agree with what we've been saying, and even express interest in joining the group that you spoke about. So that's something encouraging. And so it's a and the interesting part of it is that most of the callers said they supported the UP Joseph Boaga, but now the expectation have not been met. So, but I just have a quick announcement.
If the political announcement, you don't make it, we don't do free political announcement here.
It's not.
I can tell you.
Why be political?
Any political party, you can't do political party announcement here for free. You come here to be part of the show, but you can't make an announcement here. You want to do it, you can
do it. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, it was a great show, Brother Sekou, and always it's good to be here. And to our audience, especially in Liberia, we appreciate your feedback, and this is something that we all have to do to get Liberia to where we want it to be. And today is a UP in power. Yesterday was a CDC in power. The same thing many Liberians did to give a feedback is what we're doing today. It doesn't matter how many years the UP have been in power. The fact that they promised all of us, the majority of you supported the UP, so we expect them to do what they promised to do. So if they don't do it, obviously we'll be here to hold them accountable. And that's what should be expected of every many Liberians, both home and abroad. So it was a great show, Brother Sekou, actually, and always good to be here. Thank you, Mabel, and thank you.
Always, man, like I told you in the back.
Yeah.
Anytime you want to come on, just make sure you list with Mabel. Okay.
No worries, no problem. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, I think Mr. Sumu, Mr. Sumu, you there? Bro, Keseli, are you there? I know you've been struggling with the stuff lately. So, Mabel, let me say this to you. You don't know how much I appreciate you guys there in Liberia. I can imagine during Jowia time, and also now it has already started during this time, the number of threats I receive. I know. Not to mention you that are in Liberia. I know you're going through a lot. It takes a man with a spine to sit in Liberia and be critical of a certain government. We're not insulting, but to hold government accountable, it means a lot. But like I said, when it comes to our general political action group that we are talking about here, we have established, we have no loyalty to any political party or political leader. That's why everybody's welcome. And when you come there, you're not coming there to promote your political party. You don't even share anything there that got to do with your political party. You come there, you bring your good idea about how we can make, our objectives, how we can make them possible. Ideas that will gear towards how we can reach out to as many Liberians as we can. Somebody said, why you call the guy off? I called the guy off because I didn't call him. I said, if it's going to be political announcement, you shouldn't make it. We do no more free political stuff for people. So that's all. I didn't know what you were going to say. I just say if it's going to be political announcement, don't make it here. So I think, my man, you should also give up, decide what we want to do on our platform. Yeah. You don't run the platform for us. You support us. We appreciate it. But we run the platform. We have a policy. The reason why nothing can go in front of Liberia because you got no rule, no law, no regulations, no policies.
Friendship.
Yeah, it's all about anything or whatever. So we should learn to follow rule and regulation, and we should learn to respect other people, how they can do their business. So Sidiki come here or anybody come here, we don't tell people to talk. You can talk anything. We say announcement. Only Sktv can make announcement. How can a guest make an announcement? Guest panelist. You can make an announcement. If Billboard can come on right now and call also and make an announcement because it means that is something that is approved by the Sktv, already in the back. But nobody can come and make any political announcement or any other announcement. All I say if it's a political, if they're going to say a baby naming ceremony, I would say no problem. But I would say no political announcement. In a wedding, I say no problem. But a political announcement, no free political announcement here. We don't know about anything. We can talk about that. So maybe, we'll be here tomorrow just to point to the sacrifices you guys are making.
Yeah. I want to ask you this question, Mr. Kana, quickly, please, 30 seconds. In the midst of all of this situation, everything that we're going through, how come our religious people are silent? Mr. Kenneth, are you need to say something?
Yeah. Let me see this.
Okay.
Someone say, I always making political announcement. He said, simple. Am I a guest? Am I a guest panelist? I'm the lead host on the show. Melbourne is the host on the show. Steve is the host on the show. We can talk. We can make any announcement. But if you want your announcement, pass it through Melbourne. Pass it through me. Pass it through Steve or Monk. But if somebody comes as a guest panelist, they are not here to come make an announcement. You understand it? You say justice for all. Yeah, that's justice right there. You got to follow the rule. If you got an announcement to make, send it to me, send it to Steve or Melbourne. We are the one running the show. We can call, make any announcement anytime because we run the show. That's all. Sidiki is a friend and a brother who is always welcome on the show to come and talk on national issues. So maybe on to your question, why our religious leaders are silent? Because majority, my man Ansu Dwalu, I will fire you. I will block you. Why? So you challenging me and I said, no, nobody can make an announcement. You can't put your thing here. I will charge you. In fact, I will charge you. The man, my brother, I will not block him. I will charge him. I will charge Andrew Dwalu. If you not pay, you will pay fine for posting your announcement here and link it all. What kind of man is so? Anyway, Melbourne, one of the reasons why most of our leaders are silent, especially when it comes to those religious leaders, majority of them now are corrupt. And others are angry because they are not receiving their portion. And those that are vocal are the ones that can go and close them out at night. You can call them. You can close them out with becker rice and chicken change. So they have compromised their religion, they have compromised their integrity and proud. So that's what it is. Yeah, so they definitely we'll come back here tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have Chairman Musa Besambelete here tomorrow. So we can come and address most of the issues from the how do you call it? From the rule of law caucus, because of the issues, to the new party, and all of the above. So Chairman Musa Besambelete will be here tomorrow, and we'll have a conversation with him. So I want to say thank you to all of you, and you are more than welcome to SKTV. I'm my brother, Ansu Dwalu. I mean, you know you should come here all the time. But now you're here, you're getting bigger now. You can't fame my do no more. You can't enter our house no more. But my man, we here. Anytime you're ready, my man, just let us know. Yeah, brother, and I respect you.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Connor. So again, the WhatsApp number here in Liberia is 0770-203125. That's the WhatsApp number for the movement. The only thing you do, just say hi to me on WhatsApp. I will add you in the chat room so that you can also be part. And Mr. Connor said, or keep saying, please, if you're in our group, we need your suggestions, we need your ideas, we need your participation. It's not just about you following and no. That place is not for any political party. It's not for no politicians, but it's for all Liberians. So again, the WhatsApp number is 0770-203125. That's the number for you to be part of the movement or the group chat. Yeah, so Mr. Connor, quickly before we go, any message for our people back home?
Yeah, so the message is we pin the link in the group. I mean, in the chat, in the comment section, you can click that WhatsApp chat link, and you'll be a part of that group. We'll approve it. So yes, this coming Saturday, there's going to be a general meeting. Every Liberian, all Liberian, every day we're going to be making this announcement. Every Liberian is invited. Everybody is part of it. You don't want to be part of it, that's okay. But if you want to be part of it, we don't care about your party. We don't care about your country. We don't care about your religion. We don't care about your tribe. All we care about, you are a Liberian, and it's for you. The decision that we're going to be making, you're going to be a part of that decision making, because it's about you, it's about your children and their children. So please, my people, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kana. So again, on tomorrow, by the grace of the Almighty God, we hook up, especially where we'll be having the rule of law caucus chair will be with us here tomorrow. So that means tomorrow going to be another blast day on tomorrow. So good night from our end, and thank you so much for all you do today. You have to boycott at least some of your activities to be part. That's great. Good night from our end.
Yeah, thank you, Bebo. Thank you so much. My people here, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the club. Qualified people who willing to sell. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us care, the parents from there. So welcome alive with African.
Master. Sema cheni tina ke asema jamu enji sano muni emu aye yo enyi lofa emu aye yo
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.